Today was one of those days where I just didn't feel like doing my hair, so it went up in a bun. And that is probably how it's gonna stay. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today. And today I have a special video for you. One that I'm still trying to figure out, but since so many of you asked, I am gonna go ahead and do a makeup tutorial today. And I'm going to use the new Marc Jacobs palette. About a week ago, I posted this photograph, I think you guys can see that, hopefully the glare is not too bad, on Instagram. It was my gold smoky eye, and so many of you wanted to see this as a tutorial. So I thought, let's do it for my lovely, lovely people out there. The look was really easy to do, and I just happened to be playing around with some colors from this Marc Jacobs palette, and that is what happened. So let's dive right in. Oh, and I forgot to mention, if you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. And now that we are uncomfortably close to my face, I'm gonna start using the Marc Jacobs palette to do my eye look. To prime my eyes, I am gonna be using my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. To apply this, I am going to go in with my e.l.f. concealer brush. I'm just going to take a little bit onto my brush here. That's probably more than a little. Let me take a little bit onto the back of my hand. And now I'm going to apply it all over my lid. I'm going to go in with my finger and just blend that out. And I'm really just tapping it in, not doing much else. Before I do anything else, now that I've primed my eye, I am gonna go into the Marc Jacobs palette and use this bone color right here in the middle. Take a little bit onto my brush and dab it onto my eye so I can set that primer. I'm now gonna go into my Z palette and I'm gonna take Peach Smoothie from Makeup Geek and I'm gonna apply that into the crease. This is going to be my transition color. Now, you don't necessarily have to do this, but I like having a really blended out eye. I always like to see a gradient with a smoky eye, which is why I like to put down a transition color. I also feel like it helps other shadows when you build on your crease blend out a lot more seamlessly. So I'm just gonna quickly go back and forth in windshield wiper motions, and I am going a little bit above my crease, almost up to my eyebrow, so right onto my brow bone. I also have very hooded eyes, so for me, I always need to work a little bit above my crease. The next color I'm gonna go in with is Creme Brulee from Makeup Geek. I'm gonna grab a little bit onto the exact same brush, and I'm gonna continue building my crease. So again, doing the exact same thing I did with Peach Smoothie. I'm just going back and forth in windshield wiper motions, but this time I'm keeping it right on my crease because now I want to add a little bit of dimension. Now that your base is set, you are gonna go in with the fun stuff. So let's crack out the Marc Jacobs palette and we are gonna go in with this gold color here. This color, the minute I saw this palette, just screamed my name. It said, use me, Dimitra, use me. I'm gonna take a generous amount on my MAC 242 brush of the gold color from the Marc Jacobs palette, and I'm gonna apply this all over my lid. Don't worry if it gets a little bit messy, we're gonna blend it out, but it goes all over your lid. I normally like to build from the lash line and go up, and I occasionally open up my eye to see exactly where the color is going to be resting. I don't know if the camera is doing this justice, but in person, this color is popping. My God. I applied a little bit of translucent powder underneath my eyes because I was noticing a little bit of fallout from the gold shadow. So just be aware of that when you are using this. Now I'm going to take a Sigma E25 blending brush. I'm going to go back into that gold color, just take a little bit onto the tip, dab off the excess, and now I'm going to start blending the gold but I'm going to take it up to my crease and a little bit higher. I really want it to just blow out like crazy gold. The brightness of the color is going to fade a little bit, but that's perfectly okay because we are going to go in a little bit later and re-intensify. So just blend out that gold shadow. For the next step, we are going to need a brush that looks like a little bit of a bullet point because we are going to be working in the inner corner of the eye. So I'm going to use a Morphe E24 brush to make this happen. I am now going to go in with this beautiful copper color here. And this copper color I'm going to apply to the inner corner of my eye, and I'm going to blend it inwards. So take a little bit onto your point, dab off the excess, and now start with the inner corner. So almost as if you're highlighting your inner corner. And then work the color, first of all, into your inner corner crease, and then bring it down just a little bit so that it almost fades into a nice gradient on your eye. I'm gonna go in with another blending brush now, a clean one. This is the Real Techniques number 203 brush, and with this, I'm just going to blend out that copper color. If you want, you can stop right here. You can do a wing liner and then add some lashes or a little bit of mascara and you are done. But if you want to add a little more intensity and smoke this bad boy out, you can go in with what I'm about to do, which is take this deep purple color right here, grab it on a Morphe M14 brush, just on the tip. You don't need a lot. And now I'm gonna go into the outer V part of my eye, or the outer C, whatever you wanna call it, and I'm going to try to deepen my outer corner. So I'm just applying it in small circular motions with very, very light pressure. You don't need to pack this on. My recommendation is to slowly build intensity. You do not need to go crazy quickly because this can make you look like you've been punched in the face. So what I like to do is small circular motions and then slowly move up into the crease where you can start creating your C shape. And I'm rubbing it along my lash line as well. Rubbing it, blending it out onto my lash line as well. Once I feel like it has been sufficiently blended out, I'm gonna grab just a little more to intensify it even further. And again, very light pressure. I am barely touching my eye with this. Now that I feel pretty happy with the way my eyes have turned out, I am going to dust away all of that setting powder. And as I dust away, you can see a small little line starting to develop. I mean, there is a little bit of gold that's fallen down here, so I am gonna go in and clean it up with just a smidgen of concealer. This feels pretty good now. It's starting to come together. I am gonna do my liner off camera right now, and I will be right back. Alright guys, I just finished applying my winged liner, and in order to do that, I used my handy dandy Tom Ford eye defining pen. I heard Glam Life guru Tati Westbrook talk about this, and oh my god, this is the best tool that I have ever used in my life. It is the only liner I now use because it makes things a lot easier. To complete the eye look, we are going to add a little bit of eyeshadow to our lower lash line. And I'm going to use a Sigma flat definer brush. This is the E15. I'm going to go back in with that same, where are we? The same dark purple shade that we used to add a little bit of dimension into the outer corner. So I'm just going to get some product onto my brush and go to town. Alright, mascara is on. Now the one thing I did forget to do is apply a bit of a bone color just underneath my eyebrow so I can bring this whole look together. So I'm going to take a Carol Baker angled brush, so you can see it just has a little angle, it's a little bit fluffy, and I'm going to go in with this beautiful bone color. Whoops. Not the brown color, that would be stupid. This beautiful bone color right here, I'm going to take some onto my brush and just very tap off the excess. As you can see it fly all over the place, and just tap some underneath my brow bone. Really quickly, to do my eyebrows, I am going to grab my brow extender. I picked this up from Carol Baker. I will put all pertinent links down in the description bar below. This doe foot applicator is really easy to use. You take some of the product, you quickly swipe it on your brows, so I'm not really carving them out. I'm just deepening them up a little bit. Now that I've applied the product, I'm going to take a disposable spoolie and I'm just going to blend out my brows so they don't look that crazy bold. I applied a little bit of bronzer to my face using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I just did that in the hollows of my cheeks as well as just around my forehead and my temples just to warm up the face a little bit. I also went in with the Marc Jacobs Flesh and Fantasy Blush. I love this color. It just gives you a really nice flush of nude. I want to keep my face as matte as possible, so I won't be adding any highlighter today. I want to keep the attention all on my eyes. For my lips, I am going to start off by outlining my lips with Huda Beauty's Trend Setter. Lips are now lined. I filled them in a little bit as well so the lipstick color would apply a little more smoothly, and today I am going to be going in with the Kim KW lipstick from Charlotte Tilbury. I'm also going to be using the Milani Brilliant Shine Lip Gloss in the shade, I don't know because it doesn't have a label. Well then, it looks like this. It is a pretty nude color. You can see it on the back of my hand here, hopefully. It's this color right on top. So I am just going to put a little bit of that on my lips and I should be all good to go. Alright everyone, and that is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. This is just one of the many different looks you can create using the Marc Jacobs palette. Tag me in all of your recreations on Instagram. I'll leave all of my social media links down in the description box below. Please make sure you also give this video a big thumbs up if you really did like what just happened on this face here. And also make sure to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Snapchat. I've got all of that good stuff, and again, I will link it in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a great day no matter where you are in the world. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you soon. Bye guys.